Hey y'all, this is Rhonda from the Underwoods, and this is another Take It or Leave It Tuesday. And what today that I decided to make is Alfredo ravioli bake. It's kind of hard to say, but anyway, that's what it is. So the ingredients you're going to need are 2 jars of Alfredo sauce, and I meant to get 2 of this kind, but you can use any kind that you like. And so I went back and got this one. I didn't want to go back into Walmart or H-E-B to get this one, so I went to Family Dollar and got this one. Worked out in my favor. Found a couple of things that I like. Also, there's different recipes for this. I found one on Pinterest. One calls for this and the others don't, or 1 or 2 I guess call for this. I thought this sounded really good to sprinkle on it, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Also, you're going to need a little bit of Parmesan cheese, which is, it works out for me because I only got a tiny bit of Parmesan cheese. So, first things you're going to do is you're going to cook your ravioli, which is mine is, I'm hoping I'm saying this correctly. My husband has been correcting me on how I'm pronouncing this. Raviolini, I guess. It's the same thing. Then you're going to cook that by the directions, and there are different kinds. This one is only, it says it cooks in 4 minutes. So then you're going to need your 9x13 casserole dish, and you're going to spray it with some cooking spray. And let me see what you need to preheat the oven to, because mine takes a long time to preheat, so that's one of the first things that I do. So the recipe that I saved, it doesn't say, so I'm going to do 450, and it says 40 to 45 minutes, but everything is cooked, so I'm going to try 25 minutes and see if it's done, and I can always put it back in the oven. So I'll show you what you need to do next. You're also going to need some cheese. It says to use mozzarella cheese, but I have this, and this sounds really good, so that's what I'm going to use. I think you use a cup of it, but I'm not going to measure it out. So also with the ravioli, you can use any kind of ravioli that you want. If you want to use beef, or that doesn't sound good to me, or if you want to use spinach ravioli or the cheese ravioli that I got, whatever you want. So I'll show you what you do next. So the next things you're going to do, you're going to take the 2 of the jars of sauce, and you're going to put them in here. It says to put them in a bowl, but I'm just going to use the pot that I've already got. So you're going to put both of the jars of sauce in there. And then it says to combine 2 cups the mozzarella cheese in here, but I just think that's too much, so we're not going to put all of that. We're going to put half of this bag, which figures out to 1 cup. And then you're going to combine all that. And then you're going to put it in the casserole dish and put the remainder of the cheese, which according to the recipe would be 2 cups. But we're not going to put all that. We're going to combine this really well. So let me start this. Half of this cheese in there. And you can always add more if you need to, but I'm going to get this all mixed up, and then I'll show you what you need to do next. So the next thing that I'm going to do, you don't have to do this part, these next 2 things, and then I'll show you what it says to do. So I'm going to put some Italian seasoning on there because that just sounds really good. So I'm going to put some of that on there. And then I think I'm going to put some parsley on there. I got to get it out of the cabinet. That sounds really good. Then I'm also going to put, it doesn't say to do this, but I'll put some Parmesan cheese on there, and I have very little, but it just sounds good to me. So the last thing, I don't know if I could do this with my just one hand, that you're going to do is you're going to take the rest of your cheese, which it says 2 cups, which would be a whole entire bag, you know, inside and out. It's 4 cups. I just think that's too much. So I'm going to sprinkle the rest of this cheese on there, which is a cup. So there's a cup inside there, and then there's a cup that we're going to put on the outside, which I think is plenty. Yeah, I couldn't imagine more than that. Damien, could you imagine more than that? That's a lot.
No, it's a lot of cheese.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna put this in the oven, and you do not have to cover it up, and you're gonna put it in there for 25 minutes. Now, like I said, it doesn't say the temperature that you need the oven at, so I guessed it at 450. I think I might go back and put it at 350. What do you think?
350, because all it needs to be is melted, right?
What do the garlic knots need to be at? So we'll just put it at that temperature.
425.
We'll put it at 420. Okay, so we'll show you what it looks like when it's completely done, and that's what it looks like so far. Okay, so we had it in there for a total of 25 minutes, and we're gonna let it rest for a few minutes, and then we'll show you what it looks like all plated up. This is what it looks like all plated up, and we're serving it with some broccoli and garlic nuts on the side. This is like what, seasoned broccoli?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll let you know if it's any good. Okay, this is Rhonda from the Underwoods, and I'm going to show y'all how to make a 2-ingredient chocolate cake. There are different ones on Pinterest where you can use a root beer or like an orange soda, Coca-Cola. I mean, there's all different kinds. So I've always wanted to try this, but have never tried it. So I'm going to try it tonight. So what you need is 12 ounces of Coke, and you're going to need 1 box of Devil's Food cake mix. And I'm so glad that they substituted the Duncan Hines for the Great Value kind, and they also substituted the frosting for the Great Value, because there's a recall right now on Duncan Hines. So I'm glad I got this. So I'll show you what you need to do. First thing you're going to do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And because this cake doesn't require eggs and doesn't require oil, you need to line your baking dish with parchment paper. So line it with your cake pan with the parchment paper. So I've already done that. We're going to, put it in a large bowl with the Coca-Cola, which we're going to use Coke Zero because that's what we have. You're going to pour that in there, and you're going to use your mixer to knead it for says about 30 seconds. And then I'll show you what you need to do next. I don't have enough room to film. So I'm just going to mix it. I got my cake mix in there, and then I've got my 12 ounces. I've got measured out in a measuring cup of the Coke. Let's see what it does. And then I'm trying to mix this up a little bit and then use my mixer for like the 30 seconds it says. And then I'll show you what you need to do next. So I've got it all mixed up, and I'm just going to put it in my cake pan, and I've got to look it up and see how long you bake it. I've got it all spread out, and it's actually kind of hard to spread out with this parchment paper, so I don't know if I would do it this way again. We'll see how it tastes. But you put it in there in the oven, 350 degrees for 35 minutes, or until like a toothpick comes clean. So we'll see how it tastes. So it's all out of the oven, and it smells really good. It actually looks really good. So we'll see if it tastes good, and we'll show you what it looks like all iced and on a plate, and just let it cool off a little bit. So here it is all plated up, and it's iced, but it is very crumbly, but it tastes really good. And here it is in the pan. So both recipes were definitely keepers. I wouldn't do anything different to either one of them. So, thank you so much for watching. This is Rhonda from the Underwoods, and like and comment and subscribe, and we will see you soon. Bye.